Hey guys, Chef Jojo with ECO, and on this shift drink, we're going to talk about our environment, or what do we surround ourselves with, or better yet, what's our marinade, you know? See what we did there? As usual, we're going to talk about this subject over a drink. Well, I was thinking about this, and not too long ago there was a picture floating around on the internet, and it was on another website. I think it was Fine Dining Lovers, and it was a young cook, and he was sitting on what looks to me like as a pot or like a bucket or a milk crate on the line, scarfing down some food, and the post says this is typical cook working his ass off trying to get food in before the rush, not taking his break. And honestly, I have spent many a time, doing the same exact thing. But the amount of people that commented on this was astounding. And it made me sit back and think for a little bit. It made me go, really? There was a large group of people saying, that's the way the industry is. That's the way you got to work your ass off, and that's the way. And people get upset if I take a break. A lot of people were super proud. They come in the morning at 9 o'clock and they don't punch out until 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And you know what? I don't take any breaks. I just work straight through because that's what the kitchen needs. And then there's people that are like, you guys are a bunch of crazy people. I don't know what you're talking about. I get my break. I work in kitchens that give us 2 days off, and those people got shredded and said, that doesn't work. We have profit margins. And it became very nihilistic. It was violent of anger, and people were shredding each other. And I know it's the internet. Trust me. I've been looking at the comments you guys have been putting up for damn near 9 years now. And you guys can be really rough on each other. But I wanted to talk about this subject because it's our environment. It's the environment that we work in, that we choose to work in. And let's talk about a marinade just for a quick second. A marinade is a balance of oil and vinegar and herbs and salt and spices and sugar. And just think about it, when you brine a product or you marinate it, it's trying to find a balance. It's trying to pull in the flavors from the outside so it can become an equal state. Nature likes balance. So the proteins reach out and get more water, pull in more salt, have a little bit of sugar, and it flavors the protein. So when you cook it, it has a good, strong flavor. It holds on to its juices. It works because it found balance. That's what the beginning of my thought process was on this marinade thing. Like, where's our balance? What are we doing to ourselves? Why is it okay for that to happen, for that individual to work that way? In the state of California, you need to take your breaks. It's against the law for you to work on your break or punch out like you're on your break and work. I don't allow anybody to do that. I don't want that to happen. I want you to take your break. But then there's the other side of me. Look, I came up in that Hard Knocks kitchen where you did that. And I jumped in full tilt and boogie on that. That's what made me feel like I was being successful, is I was working all the time. And I would work 24, 32 hours straight. It didn't matter. It just mattered if we got the job done. And then when you're that extreme, and my problem is that, yes, I do things to an extreme level, right? I mean, that's why we call ECO Extreme Culinary Outfitters, right? That's where the name came from. I always go full in. I don't know any other way. And I think that there's a lot of personalities that do well in our industry because we go full in, because hard work does pay off. But at what price? So then the marinade thing of the balance came in. But then also, that's our environment. If you want to find a successful person, look for successful people that they surround themselves with. I always remember that you want to run faster, play harder, play with faster people, play with better people. You want to cook really at a high level? Cook with people that are already at a high level, that push you. You want to just work in a restaurant and a line and not really worry about what you're putting out, and then work in that environment. But it's not going to make you better. And the one thing that I want us to start doing in our business and in our industry is to start to take a look and go, hey, what are we doing here? And I know there's a movement. There's some stuff out there that I think is amazing. I know people with the Fair Kitchen movement, hashtag Fair Kitchen. We'll even tag that. You guys, we want to find the balance. I want to know what the marinade is. And are you finding it? And then are you tolerating what other people are trying to put in your marinade, which is your environment? And you're saying that's okay? I don't know. You have to make the decision of what's good for you. And there's another restaurant around the corner. That's the one thing that I want you guys to remember. If they want you to work 14 hours straight and not take a break, are you really going to put up with that? Is that something that works for you and your long-term goals? Or is it time for you to go, you know what, I appreciate your time. I've learned a lot. There's another restaurant around the corner. There's another place I can work. You know, that's the beauty of our business, is that there's more than one spot and you can always find work, and people are always looking for good help. That's what kind of like is the best thing about it. You've heard me and others complain that there's no cooks out there. Nobody wants to do the job anymore. Well, maybe we have to start holding the line on what the job entails. Now, does that mean it needs to be all snowflake free and like where it's everybody can work and, you know, oh, are you tired and, you know, it's hot, you want me to turn the AC? No. Like, what we do is hard, and yes, but a lot of things out there are hard and rough on your body, just in different ways. It's a part of our industry. And if you want to do something that's worth something or that has value to it, it more than likely is difficult and hard, and you'll feel rewarded when it's all said and done. I mean, at least I have over these past 20 years. I mean, this is my topic for this shift drink, and you know what? I could probably talk or have a lot more shift drinks on different subjects with the same meaning, and I probably will, because I really want us to take a hard look at what we're marinating ourselves in. And that is kind of a soapbox. I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm not. I really want us to take a look at this and start making changes for the better, for who's coming up next. So let's work on our marinades, and let's make them have balance, and let's be considerate and make sure that we're surrounding ourselves with the proper marinade to be successful for the next day. And that's a dang tasty cold beer. You know, I got asked to start reviewing cookbooks again, and I thought this would be the perfect cookbook for us to discuss. It's Jacques Pepin's New Complete Techniques. This is the revised version from 2012. He is possibly by far one of my, he's in the top 5 for me. I absolutely love this guy. He was such an influence for me in culinary school. I watched all of his videos. We had a library of them at Johnson & Wales of like VHS tapes of all these different techniques, and you could put them in and play them. And I recently had found a copy of this and grabbed it, and it's hundreds and hundreds of step-by-step color pictures about true technique. Like this one right here, tying chickens, half chicken technique, you know, preparing a chicken for broiling. And yeah, it's basic, but isn't that what we should be focusing on, is making good food with basic ways? And it's, you know, what I love about it is that it's broken down. He's got how to scramble eggs, and there's like 14 recipes for eggs in here. And his chicken pot pie recipe looks ridiculous, and there's 14 steps to it. If you want to learn how to, you know, core an artichoke or clean kohlrabi, this is the book for you. This is smoked trout, this recipe, smoking fish. And, you know, I don't know how much of it you can go through, but I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't seen it or read it, and well, I haven't read it in a long time. We had a copy way back when, because this is a revised copy, and just flipping the pages brings me back to the beginning of what it was like to really learn how to cook the proper way. So you guys, I think I picked this up on Amazon or something for $25 or $30. If I find the link, I'll put it in the things below so you guys could get it. But I think it's an absolute must for your cookbook collection, and it has nearly 1,000 cooking methods and 2,250 step-by-step photographs, and pictures are at least worth 1,000 words, right? Man, I tell you what, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. You can always follow us on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. And of course, YouTube. You can hit the bell below and subscribe. We just recently hit 1,500 subscribers. That was so cool. Let me know your thoughts on this topic. I'm always interested to hear what you have to say. And until next time, I'm Chef Jojo, and cheers. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to that episode of Shift Drink. And I just wanted to say, if you like the shirt I'm wearing, this is our vintage mise en place. You can get that on extremecularyOutfitters.com. And if you like the hats behind me, they're also there. I just want to take a quick second and say, don't forget about Chef ECO of the Month. That is one of the most favorite programs that we've launched so far. It's our way of starting to be able to give back. If you have a mentor that's changed your life, or someone that's helped you along the way and find your way of being a better cook, chef, restaurateur, bartender, manager, or just somebody that you enjoy working with, send us that information at chefeco at extremecularyOutfitters.com. That's an email. You'll find the link below. We've already done it for a couple of months, and we really, really love getting these letters of talking about how people are helping each other in the industry. And as always, I'm Chef Jojo, and until next time, cheers.